Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video. As you can probably tell, I'm not feeling too good. I've been sick all week, so I didn't have much activity in my account this week. Um, if you recall from last week's video, I had uh, January 30th. I had sold January 30th TQQQ $58 calls. I initially sold those at $54, I believe it was. Let me see. I think I have it written down here. I believe it was $54. Uh, so I had what I do, and I think I mentioned it before, is I put a close order in for 80% profit. So what that means is I take, let's say I sold them for $50, 80% of that is going to be $10. So I put a sell order in uh, for to close it at $10. So I think I sold those to open at 55 cents or $55 in the options world, and I had a close order at $11, and that actually triggered Wednesday, I believe it was. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Um, and what I do is I leave that order on until the last week. Once the last week hits, then I'll remove that close order and just ride it out. Um, Probably could let it ride out even a week earlier. I could have probably canceled that and still been fine. But anyway, that's just kind of the way that I've set up my system. 80% profit, I'll take the profit, but the final week before expiration, I'll remove that and let it ride out. Uh, so I did that, and then today I opened another I sold to open another TQQQ call. These were $57 calls. The ones I just closed were 58s. Uh, so I closed next, or I opened, sold to open next week's $57 calls, and I believe my entry was 53. They're now at 63. I'm not too concerned. TQQQ is trading at what is it? You can see here. Yeah, I just opened that at 53. It's trading at 54.89, 88. It hasn't moved much in the last couple of, I don't know, probably the last 2 months. So I'm not too concerned about it hitting $57 next week. And if it does, then they'll just call away my leaps that I have here. And I'm fine with that. I am down on these leaps about 200 and some dollars. Let's see how much I'm down. $247 on these leaps. Um, it wouldn't be uh, it would be a losing trade if it got called away. However, I just don't think that it's going to get to $57 by next Friday. I kind of like opening trades on Fridays if they're short-term trades, weeklies, because you have Saturday and Sunday for theta to hit. So you kind of get like a free 2 days of depreciation on them. So I went with the weeklies figuring I don't really think that we're going to get to $57 by next Friday. These are probably most likely going to expire worthless. And if you notice, I do not have a closing order on it because they're next week's. I don't put closing orders on. Now, if I wake up Monday morning and it took a big hit and it's down to, 5 cents or something, yeah, I'll probably go ahead and close it. But yeah, it's not really worth leaving it open all week for an extra $5. So, but that's going to be my video for this week. Like I said, I'm not feeling too good, so it's definitely going to be a short one. Didn't really do much this week. Didn't really look at the charts at all. Um, I didn't do anything with SoFi. I was going to. You notice I have 100 shares of SoFi here, and I have the SoFi Leaps here, so I can sell calls on both of these. I've only sold calls uh, on. Actually, I haven't sold calls on any of them. And the reason for that is because we have earnings next week. I don't really know what it's going to do. Um, my gut tells me that it's going to pop, and we're going to see 27, 28, maybe $30. Um, but there's also that possibility that it's going to drop down to $22, and I'm not real sure what would be the smart play on it. So I'm just going to ride it out until after earnings. I'm okay, if we hit $22, I'm okay with these shares. I'm not real concerned because I know it'll come back. Uh, these calls, it'll really take a hit on my account, but I still have 11 more months on these, so I'm not too concerned with these. I think they'll, I don't think I'll have much trouble with those coming back. And if it drops below 27, I'm going to get assigned these 100 shares. If it's above 27, then this is going to expire worthless, and I keep the whole premium. So I'm okay with SoFi either way now. I just don't really want to put any more risk on the table with SoFi with selling any calls this week just because of earnings, and I'm not real sure where it's going to go. So for that reason, I'm just going to let that ride out until after earnings. So thanks again for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Um, Sorry I'm feeling sick. Sorry it's my voice sounds horrible. But hopefully next week I'm doing a lot better. Hopefully the market's doing a little better. Kind of get out of this channel we're in and get some movement here. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye.